by the end of this podcast, Dr. Odonga will make you feel the quote from Bob Marley, until the philosophy which holds one race more superior and another one inferior is permanently discredited and abandoned, all we will have is war.
The IGG should not be shy. The judiciary should not be shy. That parliament needs to be clean. But you should not clean people only when the president has disagreed with that person. There are many other scandals inside that parliament that needs to be investigated by the IGG. For example, since when did parliament start borrowing money from commercial banks? Yesterday we saw they are signing an MOU with Standard Chartered Bank for tarmac in Kidgum-Kidepo Road. I'm very happy it is a road in our area. But since when did Parliament of Uganda start borrowing money from a commercial bank at that percentage? And this is the second time. The last parliament also borrowed money from a commercial bank. It has a disadvantage. One, it is killing me. The banks will not offer me Odonga money. It's good business to lend government. Secondly, kickbacks. How can government of Uganda borrow money at 7% from a commercial bank? So that should be investigated. The parliamentary annex is not getting finished. The contract has been extended over 5 times. The new parliamentary buildings, the MPs are squatting on each other. It should be investigated. The contract to install cameras, CCTV cameras in parliament, which started during Rebecca's time, attracting 600 billion. The IGG should tell us, why was it taken to classified expenditure?
Welcome to the Daily Breakdown. Let's get straight to the point today. Parliamentary corruption, selective justice, and the sheer absurdity of Ugandan political theater. 3 quotes have perfectly captured the mood of the nation this week. First up, former MP Odonga dropped a truth bomb on institutional independence. He is calling out the Inspectorate of Government, IGG, and the judiciary, saying they shouldn't be shy about cleaning up parliament. But here is his critical COVID. They should not clean people only when the president disagrees with them.
Who added the basement in our laws?
There are things.
But one is so before getting diverted,
yes.
This credit of fighting corruption, now fighting corruption has become a risky business. The credit does not, in my opinion, go to President Museveni. The credit in the last 2 months, to me, goes to General Muhoozi. All these institutions have failed.
But is the same person implicated in basements?
Yes. Human rights, zero. Human rights, zero. Fighting corruption, huge percentage. Roads in Kampala, KCCA, huge percentage. So much as we are saying someone is doing a good thing in this area, it does not mean we clap our hands for people to go and put on pampers in the basements. That one you don't count on me. You know the problem with Ugandans? They want you to behave like you are an orthodox opposition from birth to death. You don't have to give credit where things are due. For example, you go to Nasa Road. For the first time in the history of this country, you see a road which is cast in concrete from the beginning to the end. I last saw that road in Ghana.
Boom. It's the definition of selective justice, right? If you only fight corruption when the big man gives you the green light, you are not an independent institution. You are a political tool. But how did Parliament get so bloated with unaccountable cash in the first place? Dr. Patrick Wakida pulled back the curtain on the budgeting process, pointing out the absolute systemic failure at the core of our legislator. He noted the money that you are seeing that people are being arrested for is actually money approved by Parliament itself without direction of use.
The mistakes you're seeing in Parliament are actually creation of a system in Parliament. The money that you're seeing that people are being arrested of is money approved by the very Parliament without a direction of use. Money is tempting. If you are going to appropriate 20 or 18 billion shillings, you must define its use. As we speak now, we are only hearing that the money was meant for CSR. Who defines the kind of activity that CSR should be? It's the Speaker or the leaders of Parliament. When I entered the Parliament the first day, I went on familiarizing myself around in the different offices. Let me tell you, in Parliament, there is what they call the Accountability Office. There is the Clerk's Office. There is the Audit Office. There is a Refund Office. All of these offices are there. My colleague can tell you this. In a space of 1 month, I have learned that sums of money were misused for a period of time. You have a full
in the new parliament, or
no, in the old parliament. The full commission could not guide. The reason why in an organization you have politicians and you have technical people is such that technical people are the custodian of law of that organization.
Think about that. Parliament is literally approving blank check budgets with zero oversight on how it's spent, and then everyone acts shocked when MPs start pocketing it. They engineered the very loophole they are now falling into. And finally, because Ugandan politics wouldn't be complete without a bit of personal, bizarre drama, Odonga was back in the headlines, firing back at the Kabanda. Apparently, the Kabanda wasn't thrilled about Otto getting emotional on live TV over Dr. Miriam Matembe reportedly suggesting Otto should be kidnapped and taken to a basement for it. Otto's response, classic unfiltered Otto, he slot back asking, is tears?
Pondo is justifying that the PLU action of shock therapy.
PLU, first of all, PLU is not in charge of the state.
Okay. Whoever that shock therapy
no. Actually,
they are calling the shots.
Any mistakes in the country, in the government, please, you have a group you elected. You have the leader of that group, Yoweri Museveni. Any shortfalls, hold him.
Yeah, the point I'm saying
don't hold the PLU.
President Museveni has set
but this is a new outfit.
Yeah. So President Museveni has set the bar so high that arrest Odonga, take him to police, charge him, produce him in court. That bar, you remember in primary school, those who participate in high jump, if you don't prepare well, you'll come and go under the bar. You'll sit it so high that you cannot go over it. And that's the mistake PLU is making. You pick Pondo, you take him to the basement, you brag with this picture. This is someone's father. You are not following the law. Can you imagine Maria Matembe had to climb a tree to get into the fence of a neighbor? Someone of 72 years climbing a tree. Now, no one, whether shock therapy, whether what, no one should accept the issue of violation of human rights. President Museveni appoints the judges. President Museveni appoints the DPP, the prosecutor. So, arrest Muiru Paul, take him to your most favorable judge, keep me at police. At police, the law says my relatives should visit me. Even the Bible says, at free time, visit prisoners. Mistake is for human beings, Simon. It's not for animals. So this philosophy of shock therapy, if I were an advisor to PLU, I would tell them concentrate on corruption and roads. Abandon, close the chapter of human rights. Can you imagine? Now, Kabanda is saying, Kabanda now, not even DPP, not even Muozi. Kabanda is now saying, I should be arrested for talking in the other talk show. So is
for crying?
Yes. Is it his tears? Does he even have tears anyway? So, what I'm saying is we should support human rights. If PLU does not raise the bar of human rights to the level President Museveni has set, they will not get state power. Just mark my word.
There you can only agree that Odonga is wise. A simple question for a wild threat. Why are we talking about kidnapping a man over tears? From blank check corruption to weaponized institutions and public crying feuds, Ugandan politics remains undefeated in its chaos. That's our breakdown for today. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Are the anti-corruption fight backs genuine or just political theater? See you in the next video.